got Roger Biada with Oaks Family Care. Roger, thanks for coming in.
Glad to be here.
So tell me, what is Oaks Family Care?
Oaks Family Care is a lot of things. It kind of started as more of a crisis pregnancy center back in 1998. Stan and Betty Barlow, they were doing a lot of things in their home, and they were getting so many requests, and so many things were happening that they just felt like they needed to open a place in Brunswick. So they started the Oaks in 1998, did an expansion 4 years ago, and added on to the building, and the ministry has just grown to include so many other things. We have stuff for children, elementary school kids, teenagers, young adults, parents, financial classes. We go into the juvenile detention center, counseling, and many of the services are free to the clients that come in. So the Oaks does so many different things. We're going to be adding mediation counseling in the near future, which I think could be a real huge help to folks to maybe mediate issues and problems in areas where people don't agree at this level rather than getting to the litigation level kind of thing. We're in the process of acquiring an ultrasound machine. We should have that by the end of the year to really expand the program and to really help women see that there's life at a very early point on in the pregnancy.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about all the new things that are happening. That's kind of like the key word now is new.
Now, where are you guys located?
We're right on Center Road, a little diagonally across from Aldi's, and it's right at the corner, I think, Princeton and
Yep.
Center.
Just a little east of Pearl, then.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So how did you get involved with this business?
Well, I've known Betty for years. I was a director of Youth for Christ back in the late 90s, and we had started a few years before Betty, so I gave her a little help in getting started, and we kind of worked together on some things over the years, and then a number of years ago I served on the board for a while. And then back in late March, early April, she asked me if I would have any interest in kind of coming on board. She was thinking of stepping back a little bit and turning over some of the director duties, the administrative duties to someone else, and so she could concentrate on her counseling. And I gave it some thought and prayer and really felt like that was something that God wanted me to do, so I did.
Perfect. If it's in your heart, then it's good, you know?
Absolutely.
So I guess I have a question about how many people would you guys see or service through a month or maybe on a daily average too, just to kind of give people an idea of what's happening?
Well, we see probably on an average 1,000 to 1,200 clients over the course of the year, but many of them come back multiple times.
Okay.
They may come for multiple counseling sessions. We offer classes a lot on all kinds of different topics, from prenatal care to parenting to financial classes to Bible studies. So a lot of those people come multiple times.
Sure. Now, are there any churches that are associated with you that help?
Oh, there's a lot of churches that help us in a lot of different ways. Some financially, some with volunteers. This summer we did a program for youngsters 5 to 13 or 5 to 12, and we call it Terrific Tuesdays. And every Tuesday they would come. We'd have 40 or 50 kids, and
wow.
Sometimes the churches would provide volunteers. But each week one of the churches in the area would provide lunch for not only the 40 or 50 kids, but the 20 or 25 adults that were there and teenagers that were there as volunteers. So churches help us in many different ways.
Sure. Now, do you guys do food banquets or anything like that, or any special occasions there, or?
We do pastors' lunches. We do training and teaching there. We're trying to develop some open houses where we invite people from the community in to see what we're doing. We've been trying to get out in the community more when places ask us to come and just set up a table and tell people what the Oaks does. So we're going to be at the Medina Library tomorrow night, as a matter of fact.
Now, with the Chamber of Commerce, have you seen or been able to create awareness by using the chamber to network? And
it really has been network. I'm kind of new a new kid on the block, but Stan and Betty have been involved in the chamber for years, and they actually said you need to start to get to know some of these folks because they're great people and it's a good networking opportunity.
Right. I mean, with all the different people in the community, there's a lot of good giving people around us?
There is. It's amazing how generous people are. When people are aware that there's a need, they rise to the occasion, whether it's giving of their time or their finances or their we had a few weeks ago, we were really low on formula, and we just kind of put it out on the board, and it was amazing how many folks brought formula. Just stopped on their way home from work or on their way to work and just dropped formula off.
Now, how would people find out about you? Are you guys on Facebook? Do you have a website? What do you have?
We're on Facebook. We have a brand new website we just redesigned. It's got all kinds of good information and a calendar of all the classes, all the events, and we just really try to bring it up to date with a lot of new things. And we do have a Facebook page. We also have a page for teenagers. It's called Oaks Youth Nation.
Okay.
So that's going to be specifically for the teen stuff that we have some things going on right now, but we're really trying to develop that and do more. We do go into the juvenile detention center on a regular basis, and so that's one thing that we do. But we'd like to have things going on that we could stay connected with some of those kids when they are out.
What is your website?
It's www.oaks-family-care.org.
Okay, good, because I'm sure people want to know if they see this and they hear about what's going on.
Or they could just Google Oaks Family Care. That'll come up.
Yep. So for you, what do you like about what you do?
A lot of different things. First of all, just to be able to help people go forward in their life.
It's got to be gratification.
Sometimes people just get really stuck in a place or they're really hurting, to help them find some answers and to move forward in their life. To have, and that's not just like material goods and those kind of things. There's a lot of spiritual healing, emotional healing. So it's a multi-purpose kind of a thing. It's not just doing one thing for a person. It's helping them move on in their life in a lot of different areas. And the fact that we do so many different things is pretty exciting for me. I love the variety and that we're touching every area of the family.
Right, absolutely. So is there anything else that you'd like to add, that you need to make a point of while we're here?
Just one thing. I think that we're really want people to see the Oaks with new eyes, that we have all these different things for all age groups, all segments of the family, and that we're adding some new things that are going to make it even more exciting and meet more needs of those in the community. So we're really working hard to get the word out about that you can come here if it's something to do with the family. Give us a call.
So it's not just a pregnancy testing facility.
No, it is
so much more.
Still do a lot of that, but there is so much more. You're absolutely right.
Very good. Well, Roger, thank you very much for coming in. This is a very special thing that you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll be back just in a few moments.